This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. The Florida Supreme Court heard arguments yesterday on whether or not an abortion amendment will be on the November ballot. WMNF's Chris Young reports this comes as Attorney General Ashley Moody challenged the amendment.
A group of organizations under Floridians Protecting Freedom submitted over 1 million signatures to get an amendment protecting abortion rights on the November ballot. Attorney Courtney Brewer defended Amendment 4 to the Supreme Court.
The people of Florida's right to amend their constitution is fundamental to our state's democracy. Seeking to exercise that right, nearly 1 million Floridians and counting have made clear they want to vote on the amendment before this court.
Attorney General Ashley Moody criticized the proposal's wording, saying that the word viability is too vague. Nathan Forrester is from Moody's team.
The voters need to know the effects of what's going on here. What I am hearing is that, no, this amendment is actually very, very broad. It's unambiguously broad.
Both sides faced questioning. Chief Justice Carlos Muniz had this to say about the petition.
It just doesn't seem like this is really trying to be deceptive. I mean, as I've asked through my questions, I think there may be a problem with what it doesn't disclose, but I mean, it's pretty self-evidently broad.
House Minority Leader Fentress Driscoll spoke with WMNF after leaving the Supreme Court. She called Wednesday's events encouraging.
We want the Supreme Court justices knowing, understanding, and thinking that this language is clear, which it is.
The justices have until April 1st to issue a ruling to approve or reject the language in the measure. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young.
The fate of a proposal to protect historic monuments and memorials is in question after several lawmakers voiced outrage over comments yesterday by supporters of the bill. Senate President Kathleen Passidomo said members of the Republican-controlled Senate Community Affairs Committee were still upset Wednesday morning because speakers supporting the bill cited a need to protect white culture and white supremacy. The comments came as the Community Affairs Committee passed the bill. Passidomo said acknowledged what she called problems with the bill, saying, "I'm not going to bring the bill to the floor that's so abhorrent to everybody." Democrats on the committee walked out before yesterday's vote. Passidomo said that was because of public comments, not the bill. A new bill making its way through the Florida legislature that would require a person's biological sex be printed on state IDs is sparking outrage by LGBTQ advocates. Sponsored by Republican Douglas Bankson, House Bill 1639 would require someone's biological sex to be listed on state identifications and health insurance plans. Bankson argues if someone were to be incapacitated or unable to communicate, it's important for first responders to know the underlying characteristics of their physiology. Calling the measure cruel, Equality Florida issued a statement saying the policy threatens transgender Floridians with civil and criminal penalties and blocks them from obtaining the critical government-issued identification necessary to continue their daily lives. The bill has one more committee stop before it makes it to the House floor. A new analysis of state crash data ranks Pinellas County as the most dangerous in Florida for pedestrians. Spectrum News reports numbers analyzed by the Schiller-Kessler Group, a law firm specializing in personal injury lawsuits, showed that over 3% of Pinellas crashes between 2019 and 2021 involved a pedestrian, the most in the state. According to the analysis, in those 2 years, there were 47,855 car crashes in Pinellas County, with over 1,500 of them involving pedestrians. State and county transportation officials say they are aware of the challenges. They point to recent projects to improve pedestrian safety in Pinellas County, like the new pedestrian bridges across US 19. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 74 today. Lows tonight will be in the mid-50s. Sunny with a high of 75 on Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.